शुरू करें?
अरे भाई मैं तो तैयार हूँ, तुम ही नहीं तैयार हो।
सर लड़कियों को टाइम लगता है।
लड़कियां तो बिल्कुल You know, terrorists are much more easier to deal with. I coined a term called white collar terrorist, and I call them as the manufacturers of terrorists, because the person who brainwashes is one person who identifies the vulnerabilities of youth, and youths are always vulnerable. From the age of 13 to 25, a youth believes that he or she knows all.
Yeah.
It is not only rebelling against the society, it's rebelling against their own parents. Right? And that is not true for the current youth. It has been true generationally. Generationally, people didn't have voice. Today, the youth is able to speak his mind or her mind to her parents, to friends, to elders, and break the leash and do its own business. And therefore, it becomes vulnerable to the elements outside which they want to shape. And I think that is far more challenging and damaging. Because even if he doesn't become a terrorist, a residual idea, which is a virus-like thing in his mind, remains to nest for a long time. So while his family, he gets married, he gets involved into the humdrum of activity, but there it remains somewhere. So out of 1,000, even if one stays on that path, when you look at the numbers of youth in the country and the world, you find that numbers very significant, which can do wrong things to society. Right? So that's a challenge. And therefore, I will prefer for any government, any society to get after that neighborhood uncle who is reaching out to the girls and boys of their society by telling wrong stories to put them astray. And they must be put wise that white collar terrorist, their own children are studying in Chandigarh, Delhi, abroad, US, UK,
Very true, sir.
making huge money and everything, but they will be preying on vulnerable young men and women to become terrorists or foot soldiers, if you say, or fodder for their agendas.
जब भी हम इंडियन आर्मी की बात करते हैं वी ऑफन टॉक अबाउट द मेरिटियस, द ग्लैमरस, द ग्लोरियस साइड ऑफ इंडियन आर्मी, बट हम अक्सर भूल जाते हैं जो उनके पीछे लोग काम कर रहे हैं वो कैसे हैं, वो क्या कर रहे हैं और जो कभी कोई बात नहीं करता। आज के पॉडकास्ट में हम जिनके साथ बात करने वाले हैं वो ऐसे ही शख्स हैं। ही इज़ नॉट एन ऑर्डिनरी इंडियन आर्मी ऑफिसर बट ऑल्सो द पर्सन हु हैज़ सर्व्ड द इंडियन आर्मी फ्रॉम ऑलमोस्ट 4 डिकेड्स नाउ। उन्होंने जम्मू एंड कश्मीर से लेकर सियाचिन तक सर्व किया है, ऑल्सो कमांडेड इंडियाज़ वन ऑफ द फाइनेस्ट कॉर्पोरेशन दैट इज़ चिनार कॉर्प्स। आज के पॉडकास्ट में वी आर वेरी फॉर्चुनेट एंड वेरी lucky to have Lieutenant General देवेंद्र प्रताप पांडे, also known as DP पांडे। आज के पॉडकास्ट में हमने इंडियन आर्मी के बारे में बात की ही है, बट ऑल्सो द अदर एस्पेक्ट्स इन द परस्पेक्टिव ऑफ इंडियन आर्मी। एज एन इंडियन आर्मी ऑफिसर वो कैसा फील करते हैं जब भी वो लोगों को देखते हैं, लोगों से जुड़े हुए कामों को सुनते हैं, पहचानते हैं, एंड ऑफ कोर्स जम्मू एंड कश्मीर के बारे में। आज का पॉडकास्ट बहुत ही अच्छा और बहुत ही फ्रूटफुल रहने वाला है। वी शॉट दिस इन कश्मीर लिटरेचर फेस्टिवल एंड इन कश्मीर, सो प्लीज़ वॉच टिल द एंड एंड आई होप यू लाइक द पॉडकास्ट। प्लीज़ शेयर दिस विद योर फ्रेंड्स, योर फैमिली, एंड लेट्स गेट स्टार्टेड। So how are you, sir?
Awesome, always.
And how is Jammu and Kashmir treating you?
It has always treated me with excitement.
Okay.
And when I say excitement, there's a range of excitement.
आप मुझे bifurcate करेंगे range of excitement?
Range of excitement means whenever I have been here into operations on the line of control, trans-LC firing, counter-terrorist operations, affection of love of young people, affection of the old ones.
Yes.
I think I've had the whole bouquet of emotions which have been here. I've seen everything which is possible in terms of emotions, in terms of life in Jammu and Kashmir.
Okay. And जो आप जम्मू एंड कश्मीर छोड़ कर जाते हैं और जब वापस आते हैं, हाउ डू यू सी एनी चेंज?
Yeah, so I've okay. Let me talk about Kashmir. Okay,
Yeah.
in my tenures, while I've been visiting Kashmir, even in between, but from tenure to tenure, you see, every time there has been a wave kind of effect. So it's gone to bad to worse. Then peace and a time of joy, happiness, and peace finding his feet, and then again
Yes.
times were bad, and then again coming back. So I've seen a cyclic graph, a sine curve, if you say. But that sine curve, the good part is that the violence periods were frequent earlier, with less time for peace, has now become a prolonged period of peace and less period of violence. So that change is there, and then the change has also been in terms of physical violence, mode of radicalization, mode of you had foreign terrorists to local terrorists. You had radicalization by word of mouth, by speeches, by literature, then became on internet, then became online, then became now it is by fake AI generated fake stories. So I have seen almost evolving chain of the system which is continues to target the youth. So the youth of 10 years back are elders who have understood the game. But the youth of today are targeted through the new systems which are there. And I'm sure those who get affected will realize maybe after 5, 6, 10 years what they were going on.
आपके लिए कौन सी सिचुएशन चैलेंजिंग होगी, द ब्रेन वॉश यूथ या टेररिस्ट?
So, terrorists are much more easier to deal with. I coined a term called white collar terrorist, and I call them as the factory, the manufacturers of terrorists. Because the person who brainwashes is one person who identifies the vulnerabilities of youth, and youths are always vulnerable. From the age of 13 to 25, a youth believes that he or she knows all.
Yeah.
It is not only rebelling against the society, it's rebelling against their own parents. Right? And that is not true for the current youth. It has been true generationally. Generationally, people didn't have voice. Today, the youth is able to voice, speak his mind or her mind to her parents, to friends, to elders, and break the leash and do its own business. And therefore, it becomes vulnerable to the elements outside they want to shape. And I think that is far more challenging and damaging. Because even if he doesn't become a terrorist, a residual idea, which is a virus-like thing in his mind, remains to nest for a long time. So while his family, he gets married, he gets involved into the humdrum of activity, but there it remains somewhere. So out of 1,000, even if one stays on that path, when you look at the numbers of youth in the country and the world, you find that numbers very significant, which can do wrong things to society. Right? So that's a challenge. And therefore, I will prefer for any government, any society to get after that neighborhood uncle who is reaching out to the girls and boys of their society by telling wrong stories to put them astray. And they must be put wise that white collar terrorist, their own children are studying in Chandigarh, Delhi, abroad, US, UK,
Very true, sir.
making huge money and everything, but they will be preying on vulnerable young men and women to become terrorists or foot soldiers, if you say, or fodder for their agendas. They keep on getting money through conflict economy. They keep on getting money from abroad, from foreign sources, by just putting simple messages which are subtle, which can sway the mind of the youth. So killing a terrorist is very easy. It just requires one bullet. Right? It requires to work a little bit on the hard work of intelligence. But to find that man who's shaping the mind is very difficult. So if you're convinced about a falsetto, to tell you that that is false is very, very difficult.
Sir, but are we that much vulnerable कि हम convince हो जाते हैं क्योंकि अच्छी चीजों के लिए we
Yeah, so please understand, as a youth, and I have been also youth, yes, many decades back, half a century back. But I remember that time that whatever your father or mother said, get up in the morning and study. Well, what nonsense. Play less. work hard, respect. So, all right, in my time, respect elders came very natural to us. But who wants to study? Right. So, if I can get away by taking shortcuts, by cheating, by even in sports, by not in cricket, everybody wants to bat, nobody wants to bowl,
Yeah.
isn't it? So, these things come very, very naturally to human mind because humans are prone to taking shortcuts.
Yeah.
Hard things come difficult. And that is why we are always vulnerable. We will always. It is not your generation. It is all generations for thousands of years have been always vulnerable. It's very difficult to convince an old man with 40 years to blackmail him.
Yeah.
Right? कि तुम्हारे बच्चे को गोली से उड़ा देंगे, then only he will do something wrong. Yet may not. Or he may do something illegal. But it's very easy to tell a child, let's not take bus ticket. Or let's travel on the train top for excitement.
Yeah.
Let's make a reel today for the new generation at the edge of a 12th floor to see will I fall or not. Right?
Yes.
So, not all 1,000 people who make that reel fall, but that one chap falls. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, it is always, youth is always led to edge.
We are always prone to
that is how your hormones are surging, your mind is not shaped up, you can't think properly. It happens. Very intelligent, very sharp, very quickly to take, understand, shift, technology, everything. But that edge is there all the time.
Exactly. Sir, अभी हम जब भी बात करते हैं कि the common civilians are being the messenger between जो भी disturbances हो रहे हैं, लेकिन there must be some people who are good to Indian Army, who are good to the nation.
Let's talk of Jammu Kashmir.
Yes.
The larger population has always been with us. Either out of fear, some may not speak, but based on this graph which I was talking of, violence, radicalization, fear, the larger population has always been with us.
Yeah.
And especially with the Indian Army. Why I'm saying the Indian Army? Because our ethos of dealing with people is totally different than what is happening in the rest of the world. So you just get across into Pakistan, where they bomb their own people. They will rocket, they will use aircraft. You must be watching all that.
Yes.
Against Pashtuns, if you think that Balochis are yours, you will never harm them like that. We have a different concept of operations. Right? We treat our people first policy. Right? So we will hold fire, even if the terrorist is firing at us, to ensure the civilians who are caught in between are taken to safety. So you will never hear a deliberate crossfire killing of a civilian in our case. Whereas this is norm in the Western world.
Yeah.
Or in the rest of the countries.
Exactly.
So that's why I guess we are respected. We have, our leadership is world class. We're trained like that. And we shift. We respect our enemies. So we will always respect our own people. And therefore we get respect.
So we always respect our enemies and even the dead bodies of,
वो दुश्मन भी ऐसा है कि जो अपनी dead bodies को respect नहीं करता.
Yes.
ठीक है, which we bury. So we have got an idealistic environment, and that is why we have won everything. All wars we have won. All fracas we have won.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
If we have the political mandate, we can win the world.
Exactly. So, हम as a common man पाकिस्तान को एक country देखते हैं. How do you, as an Indian Army personnel, see that?
No. I'll not say as an Indian Army person. I'll say as my individual belief. As a person who reads, who understands, possibly I may not be intellectually inclined as you, but what I observe, it is a country which is being stitched country. It is an artificial country which was created by the British to fulfill their strategic requirement at that point of time. So while it was created on the demands of people from United Provinces, which is not part of current Punjab, Pakistan. So those people who wanted did not go there. Only few went.
And they don't want to stay there.
No, they want to stay there because now they have left. So the same people who left this country have got the largest hate for India. Right? Firstly, they asked, they got. They're also hated there in that artificial country because Punjabis are totally different from Sindhis.
Yeah.
Saraikis are different from normal Punjabis.
Exactly.
The Gilgit Baltis are different. The Shias are different. Balochis are different, Pashtuns are different. They have tried to use religion as a binding force. And when Bangladesh broke away, today the Balochis want their own country. And by the way, both did not want to join Pakistan. But Pakistan was required by British to create it. British has not done to us. British has done to every other country which they created. They drew a line in a manner that those lines remain conflict prone forever. Right? So there's a buffer. And Pakistan became a rentier state. It is a state which is a fragile state. It is not truly a country. And there's a country which is driven by hate to India, not for love of their own people.
Yes.
So that's a difference.
Yes.
So, well, we'll have to possibly learn to live with such a neighbor, keep on giving a slap or two every time.
Yes.
And keep focused on your own progress.
Yes. So, if by any chance you were not born in India, how do you see India now?
No, India, I will never like to see India in a lens of now or then.
Okay.
Right?
How do you see
I will say India is a civilization which is today, if you look at today also, there are multiple civilizational millennia are living together. Right? So in this modern environment, a girl may be wearing a mini skirt. Right? But similarly, when she will go back home or she will be getting married, she'll be wearing the dresses which have been worn by 2000 years back. So this one woman, a girl, herself is living a civilizational difference. So she will walk into a corporate office dressed like you. But then in the morning, after taking a bath, she will go out and maybe do a tilak or puja to the gods. So look at the civilization, this thing. So even in an individual, a whole range of millenniums stay. Right? We are believing in gods which are 6,000-7,000 years old in our mind. They're not 1,000-year-old written on some book or something, which should be told, कि आपने ऐसे ही behave करना है. There's enough amount of flexibility. Similarly, look at the monuments, look at the temples, look at the architecture which is there, how they've been created, the culture. Look at the variety of culture. When I go to South India, I sit the way they want to sit and eat the food the way they would. And awesome food. You go to Northeast, you go to hills, you go to Kashmir, you go to Jammu, you go to Dogras, you go to Himachal. My wife is from Himachal. Every food is distinctly different and absolutely yummy. Dresses, uniform, the way we treat gods. Everybody has got different way to deal. Some things are coming on from thousands of years, have remained unchanged. But yet, they are living along with modernity. So you'll got Vande Bharat running, and there will be a small little temple जिसमें लाल कपड़े का धागा उसमें बंधा होगा. So modernity, technology, AI, living together with ancient wisdom, knowledge is the one which I see in my India. It's a wonderful Bharat.
Yeah, exactly.
And that is why the world hates us.
Yeah, मैं उसी पे आ रही थी.
They can't comprehend what you are because they want to have a cult. They want to follow a way, a system which is uniform all over the world. India is a lovely chaos which continues to yet rise. Yeah.
And what message you want to convey? Who hates India or who don't want India to grow?
Yeah, they must hate India. That hatred to India ensures that we continue to thrive and strive and go up. Nearly about 800 years of subjugation. We never went out to Western civilization. We never went out to the industrial countries. Our ancestors never went to Afghanistan and beyond looking for land. They all came. Why did they come? I always ask this question. Why will you go to a place which is not prosperous? We were prosperous, knowledge, culture, economically, financially, everything. Therefore, people came to us. Right? We were subjugated. But yet we are here again. Within less than 8 decades, we are the third or fourth economic power in the world. People respect us. Right? it may be out of hatred, but they still respect us.
Yeah.
That in spite of being sidelined and being suppressed, this country, which is thousands of types of people with thousands of types of language and dialects, are yet moving up. So we got blessings of maybe crores of gods which look after us. Few people can't just destroy us.
Yeah. Yeah. And jate jate, one last message from your life experience. Because you have lived so many in so many places, you have seen so many people, you have met some amazing people. What last message you want to convey?
I'll convey two messages,
Yeah.
not one. One is, you will never see me not smiling. I have seen the worst of life. Right. One thing I have learned very early in my life and my career: if your destiny is fixed, nobody can change it. It's a journey you must enjoy. Be warm, be happy, be positive, embrace people.
Yes.
Right? Change them if required. The second is your culture, your roots. If you don't believe, to forget it. For the Western cultures, for cultures which are not from your country, from your birthplace, I'm not talking of this. Anybody, any civilization which forgets its own cultures, they are consigned to be rootless forever. Right? And that's not a good situation.
Yes. Yes.
So love your culture, find more about it, find more about the civilization. You'll find it's absolutely rich. You don't have to look at bikini-clad women, Hulk, protein-eating men, right, to become like them. Right? Because their time is up. You see the degradation of their society was happening very, very fast. But Bharat lives forever.
Yes. 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 And one message for the women of our country.
Yeah. Just remember that women have been given the status far above the gods.
Yeah.
Right? It is there. There are exceptions which do not treat the woman right.
Yeah.
In our country, this was a question which was asked to me by an Afghan officer, and I'm talking about 20 years back, 25 years back. He was a colonel and I was also colonel, and we became very good friends. He asked me, ki, Bhai Sahab, aapka desh, why is your country progressing all the time? I said, because our women are respected a lot and they are given equal space. Equal space doesn't mean that you have to be doing the same job as a man does.
Yeah.
Right? Similarly, if I'm 6 feet tall, or 6'2", I can do a good basketball game.
Yeah.
But when I'll come to play football, possibly I'll not be that good.
Fair.
Right? Somebody who's 5.5 will play far better football. So height matters. Shape matters, even gender matters.
Yeah.
Everybody doesn't have to do the same job. I don't have to do a job which is, I don't have to get into producing children.
Yeah.
नहीं, मैं ही बच्चा पैदा करूंगा because I want to be equal to. because हमारे यहाँ पे शक्ति को, औरत को पूजा क्यों किया है? क्योंकि वो जन्म देती है. ठीक है, वो नर्चर करती है. भारत माता बोलते हैं. आप वंदे मातरम, सॉरी, जो हमारा देश का national नारा, it's all about mother. Right? The gods respect women. Are all gods, majority of gods are Shakti.
Yeah.
And I was not aware, by the way, all these things.
Okay.
So after retirement, I've started reading so much. So when you talk of Adi Shankar and Adi, you realize that the god is male and female.
Yeah, both.
But they have different role sets. Were they gender biased? I don't think so. So we should not look for gender neutrality. We should look for similar opportunity and people who can do the best.
Yeah,
the best.
Very true.
Right. So don't strive to become a man because you have been respected always much more. Teach your men right.
Yeah.
Before teaching everybody else, teach your child right.
Yes.
That he needs to respect the woman.
Yeah.
Don't start learning what the Western society has done to the women. They've commercialized the body. They have objectified it.
Yeah.
Right. Do not have to treat other societies. We should treat women as property.
Yes.
Women is not property. They are equal.
Yeah.
Or if I may say, they are far better than men.
Huh.
Stay there.
Yes. Yes. Alright, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you. It's been pleasure hosting you, and I shall see you soon in Delhi.
Thank you.
ऑल राइट, तो ये थे हमारे साथ लेफ्टिनेंट जनरल डीपी पांडे। आई होप ये पॉडकास्ट आपको पसंद आया होगा। वी शॉट दिस इन अ वेरी शॉर्ट नोटिस, बट येस, जितना हो पाया हमने किया, एंड आई होप आपको ये पॉडकास्ट पसंद आया होगा। प्लीज़ लाइक दिस वीडियो, शेयर दिस वीडियो, कमेंट अगर आपके पास कोई भी सवाल है, एंड प्लीज़ 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 डू सब्सक्राइब टू दैट चैनल सो दैट हम और भी मोटिवेट हों ऐसे ऐसे गेस्ट लाने को। एंड आई विल सी यू इन द नेक्स्ट वन। बाय। जय हिंद।